Hey! Good morning, everybody! I did it again. I was worried it was gonna be afternoon, and I'm gonna keep saying good morning. But it's basically morning. It's not, but, you know. What? Okay, it's morning, and what are we doing today? Nobody knows. Somebody knows, but listen, the ICL was last night. And there was a lot of late night team meetings and everything too after the ICL, so. And an enchanted syndrome. That's sick. That's way better than the family scattered. The family scattered is what I hit, so congratulations on the syndrome, I guess. That's better than, at least it's a character, right? I'm kind of over not getting characters. I've opened Raging Storm, opened Family Scattered, I've opened a lot of actions recently. And I've opened the, can't hold it back anymore. So I have not opened a character in forever. I just got an ominous link and I'm like, what is this? Oh, and it turns out I don't know how to spell ominous, so. No! You own Jack Jack? You ever look at a word and you're like, there's no way that's how that's spelled. There's no way that's how that's spelled. That's what I'm working with right now. That is how you spell that. All right. That's crazy. All right, well, I stared at it for too long. That's on me. I stared at it for too long. It stopped having all meaning. Time meant nothing, and it's like when you say the word too many times, it means nothing. Jack Jack, Tapestry. I'm timed up for 2 set champs. Words. When you stare at a word for so long that it just like, you're like, is that spelled right? Is that spelled correctly? And then you're like, and then you say it and you're like, well, now it doesn't even sound like a word in the English language. I have actually, you say something too long. 2 set champs. I think I'm signed up for a set champs this weekend. So that is something that I have to take a look at and prepare for. Typically I work on the weekends, so set champs is really difficult to get to, but there are a few in my area that are like starting at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., so I can actually probably get off of work and then go straight there. Potentially take a lost round 1 if I'm too late, but hey, you know, things happen. I'm trying to get to at least 1. What is it, the 13th? Yeah, there's 1 starting at 1 o'clock, and I might be able to go to that one, but also there's gonna be a bunch of people there. Like Ryan and Humble are going. Why is there 24 people at this set champs? Ain't no way. Coliseum, yeah, that one starts at 55 watch streak. Yeah, Coliseum starts in the morning and I have to work in the morning, so I can't go to that. Can't be going to that one. Where is this one? Oh, that's a pre-release. I was like, wait! Oh no, that's a pre-release, so I think I might be cooked this time around. But How's everybody feeling about set champs, about Indianapolis? We had the ICL last night, which was the finals, and I did not realize this, but the season has been going on since October. Horrible, yeah, facts. I feel that. I'm not feeling great either, if I'm gonna be honest. I should probably just play dogs, but I don't want to play dogs. I don't want to play dogs.
Is David's backyard ready
so, you know, there's that. Last chance to use Mushu and Core. That's a thing. You know? Going to talk about going to Flash Comics and Game, then I realize we talk about them for a reason. I don't know anything about them. Hello. Welcome. Missing a ton of cards makes it really difficult to go to set champs. That's another reason I'm not bringing like certain decks, is because I literally just don't own the cards. So it's tragic. I'm kind of stuck with a specific deck, or I have to spend like 30 bucks, and I don't want to, because it's like 30 bucks to play the set champs, and then it's 30 bucks to buy the cards that I need, and then maybe I win. That'd be cool if I won. The Nintendo Direct news. What was the Nintendo Direct news? Which one? I saw the Kingdom Hearts stuff yesterday. Your set chips is $10. That is so much better than $30. Charging two different prices. One if you're going to just... Oh, that place. Yeah. Is that the Nintendo Direct news? Oh yeah, there's the Ocarina of Time remake, and then there's also the Kingdom Hearts one, which I think is actually going to be on the Switch. And then is really exciting. I will say I'm a bit upset because they were like, they were like, oh my god, did you see the new Kingdom Hearts trailer? And I was like, oh, I've been waiting literal years. And then they just kind of showed us basically the same thing they showed us like 6 years ago, like with Sora, just in that like real life world. And like, yeah, they've updated gameplay and stuff, but I don't know if I care about the gameplay as much. Like, I kind of already trust that it's gonna be like that. Is it just me, or is it maybe like my standards are just like really high now? So, like, Kingdom Hearts is really gonna have to grab me story-wise. Like, I get it. You can, like, there's cool, like, I saw, like, a lot of the Keyblades and, like, opening the door, and then he's, like, riding around the ones from, like, the Keyblade graveyard and, like, all of that, and that's, like, kind of interesting. But, like, if you don't explain why, if they're just, like, in Japan, just, like, in a normal world with no Disney characters, I'm probably gonna, like, crash out. Like, I need a little bit more story for me to literally care at all. And it's so funny because, like, as an adult, I'm like, there wasn't enough Disney. I'm sorry. You kind of went a little too hard in the Final Fantasy, and I would just play Final Fantasy. You know? I don't know. You only played the first Kingdom Hearts? That's a tragedy. Questing Queens has been doing a playthrough. Almost beat it last night. I mean... I played Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts. I played the Final Fantasy VII like remakes, and I just saw the trailer for the last one. And then I saw there was like the first comment was like, wow, there's a suspicious lack of Aerith in this trailer, and I was like, okay, all right. But you know, the funny thing is like I guess Final Fantasy VII is supposed to be like the overrated one, but then everybody's like, oh, 10 was the best. And then I know some people that are like 8 was the best, or is it 9? I don't know. And so like 10 is like kind of like regarded as one of the better ones, so I don't know. But I feel like this new, like they went really Final Fantasy with the teaser trailer. And so let's see, that's 9 and 12. Okay, so is it 9? 9 is the one with like little like Vivi or whatever? Infinity? No? I don't think I have Spring Blossom. That was like the first Final Fantasy I got to play on my own, and I had to be picking off my brothers like through watching. Yeah, that's everybody. That's like an experience, right? But I mean, I think 10 is probably, everybody was like, oh my gosh, 10 is good. Okay, that's actually Zenulus's favorite Final Fantasy, and I have not played it, but I have watched it. If that, I have watched it as if it were a movie, because I was like recommended. You know, entertainment. But yes, yeah, Final Fantasy IX for like the story, and then allegedly James Wood said he thinks Kingdom Hearts will be the best in the series. Isn't James Wood kind of like, aren't we like not? Didn't he do something, or is he just like I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up because I don't want to look, because I really love Hades, but But also too, what has James Wood done in a long time? So he kind of needs this to be good, right? Like he kind of needs it, because like what's the last thing that James Wood has done? Oh, okay. Okay, so I've just like heard not great things about it. I didn't know if it was like really bad stuff or it was just like personal opinion stuff. So that's good, but let's not do a deep dive on James Wood right now. So good. It was my first Final Fantasy after the Nintendo ones that it really got me into gaming. Aw. Is what brought everyone back to Final Fantasy. The fanboys and girls jumped on different bandwagons. 12 I thought was the one that got like, that one was that one, it was like overtly feminine. Like, oh, well, fun. But then maybe like all of, I don't know, there was like a whole thing where you got to dress them all up in 12, and I was like, can we just skip this, or is this necessary, or do I have to dress them up? I got a little stuck on that. I was like, I just want to know. Breath of the Fire? What was that? What was that? I did see they are remastering. Ooh, piece of candy. Yeah. That's what I was supposed to say. I was like, what's he done since? And my brain, I was like, Family Guy, but I'm like, don't say that. Like, I'm sure he's done other things other than Family Guy, but that's all I know him for. I know him in Family Guy, and I know him as Hades. That is literally the only two places that I could like tell you where James Woods is from. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Yeah, that's it. That's all. Like, I could look at his IMDb like right now, and just that's. If it was just those two things, Family Guy and Disney's Hades, then that's it. It was X2. You're right. I played that one. Well, I played like 12. No, 10-2. I don't know. See, this is another problem with it too. Because if you're like, hey, what Final Fantasy game should I just go play? You know, your best bet is like, because 11 was the online version, right? That was the online one. Yeah, and like X2, yeah, 3 girls with guns is X2. Yeah, okay, that was the one that I was like, yeah, okay. It was a lot, okay? It was a lot. You start off at Breath of the Fire 3, the third one. X2 was cute. Didn't they do like, I don't know. I really liked Lightning's hair. That's all I remember. And then I did play the Final Fantasy VII remakes. Those were good. 12 is... Is this... Oh yeah, it is. The song was so peaceful for something so stressful. 13 is what it was. Okay. 13 is what I was thinking about. And then they had the did they have 13 too? I don't know. There was a lot of dressing up in the one that I was like trying to play, and I was like, eh. And then I don't know, the story with that one, I was like, what in no, why do I care? I don't know. It was a lot. But okay, 13-2 was the dressing up thing, I think. That was my problem. They were like, oh, if this skirt gives her like plus, but I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Not like this. No. Did anybody finish it? Oh, dear. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's where it blossomed a lot. But I really enjoyed the remakes, like, a lot. Except for there's, like, a bunch of mini games where I was like, oh, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. But here we are. Did the original one have, like, did you guys... Was there, like, a weird dancing thing in the original Final Fantasy VII? Where Cloud was, like, dancing. Dressed up like a lady. Okay. Okay, well. Okay, yeah. That was a whole part of it. And I was like, I can't. Okay, listen. The amount of times throughout my life that they've been like, there's a new Fable game coming out. And I'm like, you know how many times I've heard that? Do you know how many times I've heard that they're making a new Fable, or they're gonna, like, Fable is coming out with and then it just, like, doesn't do anything? It's probably like twice, but it's still a lot. Like, right? It's like, what has Fable done other than, like, do really, really well and then not do anything else? Like, it was, like, so good. Yeah, GTA 5. Jesus. Ugh. Like, okay. How many games did they actually come up with? Was it just, like, one in 2006 and it was awesome? And then after that was like, what are we doing? I mean, what you're saying is, like, that's how I feel about Kingdom Hearts, though. Where I'm like, I don't trust you guys anymore. That's why when everybody was like, oh, there's a new Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, I was like, I don't believe you. I think you're lying to me. And they were like, no, seriously. And I'm like, if I click on this and get rickrolled, I'll die. Oh yeah, that one game that came out in, like, 2004, that was that game. Oh god, the first one came out in 2004. Okay. But then, like, after that, what did they do? Anything worth playing? Oh, it still had fun? Okay, alright. Was it fabled you can kick chickens or whatever? And that's, like, a bad idea? Alright, where can I go look up all this stuff? Is it just Nintendo? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah. Oh, people are mad about it? It looks kind of sick. Chicken kicker. Oh, yeah, they would yell at you in town and you could get that. Let's see. The summer showcase. Let's see. Recap. Let's see. I'm playing God of War no matter what. Yeah, that's the part where I'm like, really? Why is everybody so upset? Like, it's a God of War game. And the people just want to be mad. All right, what are we doing? All right, we've got... Sure. Okay. What? I've already played that. Sure. I've already played that. Interesting. Sure. Okay. Oh, that's the game. Is this the game that looks like BioShock, but it's like the Magician or whatever? Clockwork Revolution? That doesn't actually sound right. It probably just called The Magician. Oh, that's down there. Okay. It's never coming out? Why is that? Okay, so The Magician is the one that looks like BioShock. And then this one's Time Warp BioShock, but it's never coming out? They didn't hire you? Oh, okay. Spyro, Realm Beyond. I'm fine without that ever happening. Elder Scrolls Online. Sure. Fallout 76. I actually have a client who was talking about that they're working on this, and I was like, oh, sick. Valor Mortis, Age of Empire, blah. What's up? How are you? We're just looking at the Xbox stuff, I guess. It's like, why not? Cool. Clockwork Revolution. Let's wait. What is that about? Is this real? Oh, come on. Are they serious right now? Yep, this is, Oh. Did anybody need this? Did we want this? I'm sorry. What is this? Is it gonna float like that? Because that would be really inconvenient. It looks sick? I know, it definitely, like, game fuel for sure. My PC can do what this does, and I get to sit at my computer. Why would I buy this? Why would I buy that? It's actually... it is. Nobody asked for that. I mean, I guess they're really trying to capitalize off of that, like, nostalgia, right? Like, they're really trying, like... I'm not gonna lie, like, there was a part of me that got me, and then when it, like... But then they set it down in that, like, you know... the updated modern you had to create your own LAN parties, Bobby. Let's see. Okay, so like this was your room, sure. Okay, and it just smelled like dust. I'm sure. Okay. This is the part I had a problem with. Hold on. Okay, so it goes from... Woohoo! Thanks for the follow! Ronan? Bayou Ronan. I apologize for saying that. Wait. Where's the room that they put it in? Because this was the part... Oh, so you just assume my apartment looks like this now? This is the part where I got a little offended. I'm like, am I supposed to just, like, my apartment's just supposed to look like this now? Like, I'm just supposed to have just, like, what does it look like, a Borg cube? We had PlayStation and Nintendo, but not Sega. I had, but like, so this is like your room now? You have like guitars and you have like your skateboard up here. And I don't know, you just like got it like that, I guess. They're like, hey, if you could buy this, then you probably have some like modern looking or minimalistic modern furniture or whatever. They're like, hey, you would have upgraded by now, right? Your apartment's not just like, yeah, 5 years later and it's successful. That's crazy that you think that. But you know what? If they probably weren't marketing to me because I can't afford this. And if my computer ever explodes, that's it, guys. Game over. It's all done. We're all done. Okay. Upcoming titles from our first-party studios. Oh, God. Are we going to watch this? I want to watch this. Is it still blowing out your eardrums? I hope not. I hope not. Whoops. Stop doing that. Stop. Always had a PC, but I'm never a fan. I got a PlayStation 2 for not going to my middle school dance. My mom bribed me. It was really weird. COD looks so cool, but you'll watch people play it. This just seems... Oh no, is it... Ew. Like Battle Royale. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, I'm gonna head downstairs real quick. See if there's any weapons or gear.
Bored. Okay, sorry. Kingdom Hearts Battle Royale? Maybe. Okay, let's look at this one. This one looks kind of interesting. Bombastic.
My kind of night. Alarms are ringing. Bullets are flying.
Okay.
My fingers slip. And every copper in the tangle is on my tail.
Okay.
Hooligans, come to order.
Piss off! Let me introduce you to some of my esteemed colleagues.
Dr. Facilier.
Schemes
Oh.
have schemes.
Me, I prefer to make it up as I go.
Hold on, let me... Hold on. I can do that, but then I'm gonna have to... Shoot! I have to resize! Come here. Come here. Come here, be normal. Oh my god. It's like a weird... There we go.
Oh, you'll have better odds getting through without me. Everyone knows you're easy pickings for someone with any sand.
Then give my regards to the Sandman.
Okay.
Cheap rubbish.
A corpse in hand is worth two in the grave, as they say.
Look at the
Necromancer
bloody
lady?
airships. We're not here for you.
Not here for me! I'm Anne fucking Darrow!
Well...
Time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob
is the
Griswold's
kind of stuff I
vault
like.
for months now. So put in the heist tonight, yeah? Morgan, get to that crane to lower the ship.
Yeah, I'd like to play this.
Greetings. I am the Miracle Industries auto-loading crane. If you have the authority, I am at your service.
What happens if I fired a few holes in you?
The lift is now unlocked.
Ah, defeat. How sad. You were all doing so well.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Well, I certainly don't expect any trouble from some of Avalon's most disposable citizens.
Hopefully they refine the faces a little bit.
Hello, frightened human. I can get you out of this.
Oh, of course.
You've just jumped about 25 years back in time. This place, on this day, is ripe for changing the course of history.
This life ain't one for granting easy choices. But I just found a way to control the past.
Okay.
Change who's in control. Make things unfair in our favor. Brought you a little toy with a big mouth.
What a proper little villain.
A better villain than you'll ever be, you decrepit old soak.
This has got a lot going on.
Who do we like the least? Oh, it's different how they do ya. The ways they stick it to ya. And when they're done with chucking it up, oh, downstairs, well, they're all gonna screw you in the end.
Nothing's ever given to folk like us. Especially not the future.
I just want to watch this movie.
But this time, we've a chance to steal it.
When they're done
What more could an honest thief ask for?
stairs, well, they're all going to screw you in the end.
Huh. I mean... Fantastic. Oh, okay. Oh, well... And I bet it's going to be, not only is it going to be an Xbox console exclusive, it's going to be a problem because, yeah, so not BioShock Infinite. I mean, I kind of like the humor of it is a little bit more, you know, Xbox is PC as well. Okay, thank you. I was like, wait. Thank you guys. Yeah, like it looks fun. The humor looks like it's not taking itself very seriously. Like the gameplay is kind of BioShocky, but like, you know, there's enough going on. It definitely feels like more of a movie, but you know. PlayStation stopped doing it. Ugh. They've been talking about this game for years. I've literally never even like Clockwork Revolution. I've not heard one thing about this thing. Doom Revelations. How do you feel about this? Hell freezes over in Doom, Dark Ages, Revelations, an all-new campaign expansion, unleashing a brutal new chapter. Well, I probably can't watch that here. What are we doing? This is the Fabled one? The birds are squawking. My ears!
Do I remember the moment my powers came in? Well, I was being crushed to death with seawater and...
Okay, I was like, why?
Well, I was being crushed to death with seawater and mud and manure whilst holding onto my sister's hand. I remember her fingers gripped so tightly in mine that her nails drew blood. Until
The sound up a little bit? Okay, I just didn't want you to hurt you. Last time I hurt you guys.
I lost her grip. But she stayed away.
All right.
Does stick in the memory bit, yeah.
Sure, okay.
I know why you're here. You want to talk about them. They're not real heroes.
You ever seen a legend in the flesh?
All that power, how do they use it? Killing mindless beasts. Fighting petty villains.
Okay.
None of that matters.
Look what the guild shut out.
A real hero knows how to wield power. They don't waste time on trivialities.
You're back. And dressed like a twat.
Okay.
More important things to worry about than vegetables.
A hero knows how to live with their choices.
Oi! What the fuck was that?
Oh, come on!
Just
Sent my brother into the infinite fucking abyss without even asking permission.
Remorse? Remorse is for the guilty. Look, I will tell you what I told them. Albion is broken, and I'm going to mend it. Albion doesn't need heroes.
Oh, so you get to
A
choose.
hero.
you're a monster.
And that hero
Oh, so she's the bad guy?
is me.
What actress is that? I can't remember, actually. Alright. I don't pre-order games anymore. I've been burned too many times. We don't pre-order. You know? I personally don't pre-order. Yeah, well, time to mow the backyard. Well, have fun with that. Have fun with that. Oh, this actress. There we go. A tragic past, don't we all? Yeah, that was the new Fable trailer. That one, we just watched it. With this lady. She's a dark force. Jack of Blades, most of we're excited for players to find out, you know, there's some stuff. Okay, E-Day. Well, this is a whole thing. We probably can guess what this is about. Yep. What are we doing here? What is this? What are we doing? The segment also debut. Like, what are we doing? I'm going evil first playthrough. Just go for it. Just like join her and be done with it. Like, what are we doing here? Well, we're missing it. That's what's
You've
happening.
heard the story. You've heard the story.
Yes.
Halo, the chief,
Yep. Yep. Haven't we already done this?
stuff of legends.
Because, like, are we remaking the remake? I don't understand.
But that's not the story I'm telling today. This one, you haven't heard.
Prove it. I might have read it.
It's simple enough. Drop in, grab the goods, get out before anyone noticed.
So we're just doing a
Well,
prequel?
guess what? They noticed.
So this doesn't mean anything? This story is just a bunch of shooting for no reason? Leading up to all of
Now
it?
you ready to get to it? You served long enough. You learn to read a battlefield. This place,
Pretty.
more of a freak show. And trust me, I know freaky.
Have you enjoyed your stay so far, Demon?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're on the clock. The thing with simple jobs is, they always get complicated.
Okay. I mean, it looks
Plans
really good.
change.
It's very...
Odds get worse. My advice, bring a Spartan.
3 all new missions! This freeway's frozen on the... Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hi, Spartan. How you doing?
Chief, you ever get tired of being the strong, almost silent type?
No.
So they're gonna try to be a little funny about it, huh? All right. That's what we have always wanted with my Halo series. A bunch of humor. Whatever this is. Cool. What's this? Surprise! A new action-adventure game from Near Ninja Theory set in the Hellblade universe. Sure. I heard nobody mention this one. Nobody got excited about this one. Nobody seemed they were. They didn't. Ow, my ears! Spyro. State of Decay. This. Crazy Taxi. This one looked cool. This one, I saw this one online a little bit. God, it's so loud. This one looked a little neat.
Gentlemen, admirers of the mysteries of magic.
It's just like another bio shot.
The lights go down and the
Yeah, apparently there's
curtain
new
rises,
Castlevania stuff.
For our next act is about to begin. Are you sitting comfortably? Are you prepared to witness feats both mystifying and illuminating? Watch closely then, and let the shadows tell their story. Behold, the famous Jacob Menturo, stage magician extraordinaire. So brilliant were his tricks, it cast 5 long shadows behind him. They called themselves Masters. Through a deal with the devil, the Masters sought yet more power. Their deal demanded a sacrifice, and in the darkness, they chose Jacob. Jacob was trapped in eternal torment, but the devil had other plans. He pulled Jacob from his infernal nightmare and offered a new deal. Face their legions, their tricks, every abomination they command. Take what should have been his. Escape if he can.
This is so weird.
That's your cue. Run.
It's so... such a weird premise, but...
A deal's a deal, Jacob. I'll see you soon.
I mean, it's like a it's a weird premise. It sounded like almost like BioShock, which we played those games. It's also like the Clockwork Revolution, but it's like more BioShocky than that one. Like I'm into it. I just, kind of need to, I just need it to be good. I just need it to be good. That's all. That's all. I got That's really messed up. That's really messed up. Thanks. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it a couple times. I've seen it a few times. I don't know why I did that. And I should have looked at the name. I should have looked at the name and seen that it was you. And had I looked, I'd have been like, "Oh, sick." I'm not clicking that. I'm not clicking that. But I didn't look and I was like, "Oh, since we're looking at trailer." You guys always get me when I'm like, I feel like I'm safe. I feel like I'm safe, and then I'm just like super not. What is this? Come on. Souls-like. They always start that with like, they're like, it's a Souls-like. And you're like, uh-huh. Sure. Let's see. He's been trolling me since the very beginning. All right. What's this? Fallout 76 play the free infestation update today. I keep seeing people are like, this game's good now. I'm like, this game is so old.
Answer the call.
I can't do it. I'm not in the mood. All right. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Oh yeah, the ICL was last night. We had the first game. This was Ocean Tempest versus Christian, and so this game was Amber Steel. The game had the biggest comeback from Insanely Great. Oh yeah, like everybody's like, play No Man's Sky, play No Man's Sky. And I'm like, no, because they burnt me really bad with it. But I mean, I will say, Cyberpunk, 2077, obviously burnt everybody, but everybody, but it's like good now. And so I tried to play Fallout 76 because I was like, well, like if you give a game developer 5 years, they can fix the game. And then I was like, this is still kind of boring. So I didn't like Fallout 76, but I did like Cyberpunk 2077. But No Man's Sky, as everybody's like, oh my God, it's so good. And I'm like, the hype is gone though. They did the thing where they should have done a thing and then they didn't. But game one, yeah, Christian took this game and it was the only thing I thought about the Doctor Who has officially been canceled. I kind of saw that coming, but that's crazy that they finally canceled it. It seemed like they were going to. It seemed like they were going to, because I think like Disney got it and then they were like, I don't think this is doing well. So this game was interesting because I found out afterwards Christian does not have Dime in their list. So there was a point where they had almost decked themselves and were waiting for like what reason you could possibly have all of those items in your list for, and it's the blue smoke, which I would have loved to have the deck list beforehand so we could have discussed this, but apparently if you have, this is his list where he has no dime in it, and then the blue smoke is actually meant to protect the Tamatoa. So you pop the blue smoke, you give Tamatoa ward, and so then they have to challenge in their entire board, and because of the nature of the metagame right now, there's not a ton of challenging power to be able to get the Tamatoa off the board. So trying to remove Tamatoa with steel is really difficult, and trying to remove, well, especially difficult if it has ward, right? So I did not know that this list didn't have any dimes in it. So I just kept waiting for the dime and being like, how is this thing going to win? And it just basically overtakes the game and wins out from under you because it's items and there's like just nothing you can do because it's oops all removal. And then you just slam the Tamatoa, protect it with ward, and win. So and this matchup is traditionally terrible, right? Like, unfortunately for Ocean's Tempest, like there is a little bit of card draw that you can have with Amber Steel that kind of makes this matchup a little bit better than it used to be. But in general, it's just kind of not great. I struggled it after 11th Doctor. Same. Pick Fight, Li Shang, and Cindy handle watered characters well. Are those? Li Shang's like Ruby Steel, right? Pick a Fight is also... Oh, you're pretty sure it's just the Christmas special that's canceled? I'll be right back. Oh. Whoop. All right, and I'm back. All steel and can catch readied challenge ready characters. That's a really good one. I mean, I guess in this matchup you would have to have the shift Cinderella, right? And I don't know how many people are actually running the Li Shang. You know, there's like One Less Hope as a option, but One Less Hope can only do so much, and it's also an uninkable song. But yeah, I think the challenging ready characters is actually a really good piece of tech to throw in there, especially because Blurple is doing a lot of warded characters, so that's something that they've been throwing in. There was also, I think there was Merryweather in this list as well, so they were even employing that kind of Merryweather tech, you know? Oh, not Davies. Oh well. We'll see. Is a really good part of it. But yeah, this list was basically, hey, we built up a board. We've gotten all the way up to 12 lore. I think they get up to 17. And then there was a, there's a Sisu in hand. There's a Tamatoa. There's a lot of things in this where basically you get your Sisu out, you get your Tamatoa out, and it's really, really hard to rebuild, even though you're generating a ton of card advantage with the Ariel Ethereal Voice and the Let the Storm Rage On. He even had the Bare Necessities to take the workshop at this point, and this is just an obscenely hard matchup. This is we throw the Sisu down, and even though we have like 4 cards in hand and we look with the Ariel, I'm pretty sure we don't whip with the Ariel this time. We do later, and it's like tragic. But even with the amount of card draw being drawn here, and like removing, I think we removed this Sisu as well. It just being at 12 was not enough of a head start to rebuild the board. And it's because the wheel version of this is so much better into red-blue items. Because if you can interrupt that early game plan, you really mess up their ability to establish what they're trying to do. But unfortunately, in this meta, if you're running a whole new world, then you're running the risk of just bricking on it, or getting it discarded to Ursula, or your dogs mesh up just being terrible, because you can't like a whole new world them. You can't give them 7 new cards, right? Because that's what they're trying to do with Tramp anyway. So, except for if you a whole new world them, they get to keep all that. So, unfortunately, the way you win this is to flood the board and move and flood the board and move, and you're just not able to do that in this a whole new world list. So just watch him with the items, and then here you see like he threw down the Tamatoa early, and it's just because he's questing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's not a lot of ways for this board to be interacted with. They had the 2 things that you could slam your Tamatoa into if you really wanted to, but challenging back on this means you're not questing even though you're at 12. So this Tamatoa against this deck specifically is going to get it to quest like a couple times, and that's pretty bad for, you know, if you're trying to not lose the game. So we just keep slamming things and removing things, and I mean, yeah, it was a bit like watching paint dry. You know what I mean? It was a bit like, actually, I wanted to watch this play. Hold on. There was something I wanted to watch. Huh. So that's weird to me. Okay, so we have 2 popsicles here. That's 3 damage on it, and then we double pop the popsicles. Yeah, okay. I know, I also love watching Solitaire. It's like watching Solitaire and Paint Dry all in the same game, because if you look at it, we're still on game 1, and you've been stopped at 12 lore, but it doesn't, you know. We have the Tamatoa, we have the Sisu, but then along came Zeus on the Tamatoa plus another song, but then now that just means we're gonna lose even slower. Because there's not any reach in Amber Steel. So, like, look at this board. Look at this board. We're scooping it up. We're scooping it up. Going into game 2. There's not much you can do. Because you got stopped at 12 lore, you didn't get stopped at like 18, and you throw down a warded character, but even then, I don't know how many be prepared, maybe like 1 or 2 or 0. Like I said, this list isn't even playing dime. It's literally saying like, hey, I'm just going to put Tamatoa on the board early and then make you deal with it. And you can't deal with it if I use blue smoke to give it ward. So that was definitely, and I hate these situations because you're like, okay, Amber Steel has a better matchup into red-blue items than it has in the past. It doesn't have a good matchup. See, we even start with the bare necessities, and we look at their hand, and they are literally bricked up. But, I mean, you're bricked up with literal, like answers, right? Except for, you know, and you discard the workshop because that's your card draw, and that's the only one you can hit. So you're like, oh, no. And here, they draw a Fishbone Quill, and they ink it, which I might have played the Oswald and then just passed and then played the Fishbone Quill next turn and then inked it. Because at any point, if you just draw an uninkable, you're actually fried. And like, you lose your Oswald, but like, okay, I guess that's like fine. I don't mind. But at this point, like, if you don't have inkables off the top of your deck, then you are in danger. So yeah, we go ahead and play the CCU, get rid of that one singer. But this is not like a fast start for Ocean Tempest either, right? Like, this is not, it doesn't go quickly from here with just these 2 questers on the board. I think we damaged our own Pete to play Rapunzel to draw 2 cards, which is sort of fine. You know, it's not the best. We're not going wide. We only drew 2 cards. Oh yeah, we hit Oswald, and then we ink, because of course we ink, and then it hits a Merlin's Carpet Bag, which is like the best card in the deck. It's the, and it's not, it's like the most expensive one in the deck because he's not running dime. So now he could just get his workshop back that you made them discard, which is like, you sang the bare necessities, so you're actually down 1 lore because of the fact that you sang the bare necessities. I'm pretty sure Ariel whiffs here, which is like kind of sort of, oh no, it doesn't, not this one. But like, even then, fine. You know, you could, Probably you just take out the Sisu, I guess, and just kind of draw another card. But like, what are we doing, right? We're not questing. We're kind of worried about it. It's not really going quickly. We're trying to get lore, but it's really not happening for us. And now we're getting back the workshop. We ink a popsicle, which I was talking to him after the game. I feel like I would have played the popsicle, drawn a card, and then got it back with workshop, and then played the popsicle, and then drawn a card. And then potentially inked one of the cards that I had. It would have maybe given them a couple of lore, but then they already had enough singers to get rid of the Sisu. Like, getting rid of your other character I don't think really mattered, but trying to establish both Sisus, but ain't no way. Ain't no way those Sisus were gonna live through there. And if you waited a turn, I don't think it was really mattered, but either way. But like, they were super bricked. They were bricked into oblivion to where there was like nothing they could do. And then this game just like continuously snowballs into more and more items and more card draw. And then we've just got like aerials that we're questing kinda. And we're at 17, but like look at this board. Then we find another Sisu. Then we bear necessities and it's just like automata, or no, it's another Sisu. So like, yay. And then we just wait for the game to end, right? Because just trying to get the game to end. We're still at 17. And then we had an ethereal voice for like 2 seconds, and then it got removed. Then we hit Beyond the Horizon. And just doing more item solitaire stuff. And that's it. I think he scooped. And so that was probably my least favorite game of Infinity that's ever happened. It was a bit of a bummer. But again, Lounger's ticket, or the Lazy Boys ticket in the first round. And then I don't think I did watch this one. And this is another one that I was like, this is a bummer, because this is Blurple versus Emerald and Amethyst. And Emerald Amethyst has a 0% win rate, like 0% chance of winning into Blurple. This is actually like, because this is a horrible matchup for this deck. Like it's just like not great, right? The only thing that Emerald and Amethyst can hope right here is if you miss on your evasives. Like if you don't get your Elsa, if you don't get your Tigger, and how often does Blurple really miss, right? So that's not a good indicator of how, like, it's really bad. It got fried in half because there was just nothing he could do because Blurple just, again, this deck is good into certain things, but it is absolutely terrible into Blurple. And you can win, but the way that you're winning is your opponent falls asleep or doesn't find what they need. So he gets Bell, of course, immediately gets Sven. We get the Snow Fort, and this dude is running 2 Wasabis. So we're just going to draw cards at each other. We're going to set up. The top end of Ian's deck is just so much better, you know? And if he's running a pretty heavy evasive... Oh, 4 Wasabis, which is... all right, then. So I stand corrected. There's 4 Wasabis. I was told there was only 2. This is why... Shout out to tournament organizers. Give your casters deck lists. Please. Please. It's really only fair. You missed this game? Yeah, it was, so immediately gets popped by the Snow Fort there, which is unfortunate. And so, I was just reading the little song that you were singing to yourself there in chat, just making sure. So yeah, this looks like a pretty decent position, except for, you know, we're going to ink a card, but we're not going to exert because you're Wasabi, but we are because, hey, we need to draw a card and we're running low on cards. And to see if we can get some more answers, but we know we're going to lose it because of the Wasabi or, you know, Elsa coming in soon. Game 1 and game 3, but not this one. Was there a game 3? Under the sea. Ah, well, not in this matchup. I don't think we saw it once. So, yep, we'll go ahead, get rid of the Dumbo because the Elsa came in and immediately exerted it. Got rid of that. Yeah, it was a 2-0. Yeah. It was a pretty swift one because again, this is a really rough matchup. And we find a popsicle for the vibes. We found another Dumbo, which is great. Throw down a Diablo. We're at 3. They're at 3. The middle game of the and then now Hades is gonna start coming down. And get rid of the things that we love. And that we need. So we're just gonna sit here and think about our life a little bit. It's not really going great. There's the Diablo. We are gonna shift the Diablo. We are gonna play wrong lever. We have the pull of the lever, so we'll go ahead and put the Hades on the bottom of the, or maybe it's a Elsa. Yeah, I would think to keep that safe. The Hux rolls over for a belly rub in its cave. Ooh. I thought you meant the deck. I was like, but I was like, oh, you meant your actual dog. So yeah, we will get to draw a card until we're immediately inked by the second Hades, which is like, that sucks. Like, when they go Hades, you're like, can you please not? Can you not? Can you not? But of course, you know, you expect the first Hades, but the second one is always brutal. Now we have the Elsa, so we can like stare at ourselves a little bit. Maybe we're gonna try to get some lore here because we do have Cricky, but you know, we are gonna throw all this down, and I guess we're just gonna race, which, you know, Popsicle, Tamatoa, guidebook, questing. It's just such a commanding lead. Scuttle for the vibes. It's got Ward. We got our Cricky. It's just this game. This is such a bad matchup. So yeah, and then we get to 10 and we're like, okay, dude. So we pack it on up, go to game 2. Game 2, there was like a couple places where I felt like Franz was going to kind of like get this back, but unfortunately, God, it's just like the Popsicle into Bell is sort of fine, but you're not really even getting the early lore from that like little Diablo. And then he goes into another Bell, which is really rude. And then we get a Snow Fort, which Sven now, so Franz like did not exert, so that's good. Into Genie. We inked the pull the lever, which is a bummer, but you know, what are you gonna do? And then now this board is just like really hard for Franz to remove. And especially now we have the Elsa. The Elsa goes ahead and takes out the little Diablo. Or the Bell takes out the little Diablo. Gets rid of that one. I saw! Thank you so much! I saw that. I got the notification and I was like, what? But thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Elsa, like this game just, that was so bad. Like last night was Fran was like, if you could just find a, if you could just tell me a place where I could have done something different. And everybody's like, well, you could have not registered Emerald and Amethyst. That was something different. That's something a little different that you could have done, but yeah, and we're just like requesting here. And like we had So Be It, so we actually got rid of the Junior Woodchuck's guidebook that they threw out there, and it gave everything +1, but the problem is like that didn't, like, you don't really want to challenge because then he would just lose the character, so we just quested instead. I don't think we've drawn really any cards except for like our genies. We're not really going wide. We tried to go a little wide just now, but we're so far behind because they're at 9. And I think you got him down to no cards in hand. Bruno'd the non-damage Bell so we could make you discard it. So the board's looking a little bit better. Ian has no cards in hand. And but he's got these 2 giant warded characters and he's at 13, and then all of a sudden here comes an Elsa to get rid of, you know, and like the Elsa top deck. So like the 3 Elsas are, it's just a lot. It's too much. And the 2 Diablos not really drawing his cards. And then Wasabi comes in immediately. Like Wasabi, and then also Wasabi games you a lore. So it's like, that's how he won the first game. He actually played a Popsicle and popped it with his Wasabi and won the game at 19. So that was like a non-game. That one was really, really rough. And so I was kind of bummed. I mean, it was like, I'm glad it happened on both sides because it was like the, additional ink kind of got rolled the first time. And then like the Lazy Boys got rolled the second game. And I was like, for the love of good, like, could we get an actual game? Because I don't know about you guys. I don't love watching decks against their worst matchups just like slowly lose, right? Like that doesn't make for good. You're just like, cool, we'll just wait for you to slowly lose, I guess. But this matchup was a mirror. So Mad Lad, yeah, just slowly just being like, hooray, this was my worst matchup. And maybe if you miss and, oh, you didn't, you drew 2 Elsas and 2 Hades and 2, yeah, that's sick. I'm so happy for you. And then you're just like, I can't give up, but here we're doing aggressive stuff over here on Alex's side, and we're doing aggressive, yay, I lost. Yeah, that's pretty much like what it is. And there are some polarizing matchups like this. I don't think it's as bad as it has been in the past, but there are some definitely polarizing matchups, and we just saw them. Like, Amber Steel versus Red Blue used to be really bad, and now it's just sort of bad. And I think like, a whole new world would make it better, but then it would make your dogs match up worse. And then Emerald Amethyst into Blurple is just like, you're not gonna win unless they forget how to play their cards. And they never don't have it, right? Blurple never doesn't have it. So here we're gonna see, I'm pretty sure the Eleanor come down, which this, no, not Eleanor. Unless we ink and play Eleanor. And we have Grandmother Willow, so yes, Eleanor. Jesus, that is so egregiously disgusting that you can play Eleanor for 2 like that. You just play Eleanor for 2, and then you're set up to where, I mean, you've already exerted the Aurora, so you might as well go ahead. And it's quest for 3, and quest all the way up. So that is disgusting. That's just like, how do you win from here? So then you put damage on stuff, and then you draw a card, and then you gain a lore. So you just went to 7 lore? 6 lore? I thought it was 7, but 5, 6. Yeah, so you went to 6 lore in 1 turn. And you just have this board. And fun little fact we found out at the very end, Forest was not running Under the Sea. It just wasn't in their deck. So they just didn't have it, which is crazy. Which is kind of, you know, obviously it's closed deck list, so you have to respect it. You can't just like function as if like, oh, I'm never gonna get Under the Seed. But you could tell Alex was like trying not to get blown out the entire time, and for Forrest just to not have it in their deck, you gotta wonder. I would love to see the deck list, but you gotta wonder, like, what did they replace it with at that point? And also, too, like, who has, like, I don't know if registering a deck without Under the Sea is a great idea. Maybe because it is open deck list, you can get away with it, but closed deck list, or because it's closed deck list, but you gotta imagine when you get to, like, the top tables of a DLC and they have open deck lists and they realize you're not under the sea, it's like blood in the water. They will destroy you. So, yeah. This goes on for a while, and now we know that, like, super aggro without Under the Sea. I mean, it's going super wide here. You got to think that, like, we're going to see a lady at some point. We are going to... Wow, that was a really long time to deliberate on, like, questing here. Oh, no, so we're challenging. Okay, so, yeah, we just challenged the lady, take that out, and make it a little bit more difficult for you to get that Eleanor thing. Yeah, like... It was like, that's what I was saying. I was like, this match was actually like worth watching, but the issue is like, it was just so crazy not having Under the Sea in there. So like that changes it entirely. Like Alex, the entire time, you can tell by the way that they were playing, was playing around it and making sure that you're taking him off the singers and making sure that you're like not letting him get that value. And then he was holding cards back to make sure that like you can rebuild after it. And, you know, I also try to play where he would be forced to play the Ursula lines in order to slow down his tempo. Yeah, like... Wait, was this you? Forrest? I was like, wait a minute. Was this you? Because that's diabolical. That you were, like, basically bluffing like that. So then, yeah, Alex does hit the Under the Sea on his side of the board. So, like, you know, that's the traditional thing right there. And that's what I like about the Eleanor, because, like, if you have Eleanor and Dale, or not Eleanor, but, like Eleanor and Nani, and they stay on the board after the Under the Sea, you can, like, reverse sweep the Under the Sea, which I think that is egregious, and I kind of really like that. But, I mean, I don't like it. But if this is the world we're living in, I like that advantage. And I think that's also why Sisu was talking about playing the Chief in his, because it's also the same kind of situation where you can't reduce the 5 strength on the Chief as easily. So you keep one of your singers after the Under the Sea, and you can yank it and get them back. So the game's not entirely over after you get Under the Sea. You guys adapting. You dogs players just adapting. But then that makes me feel like you guys are going to put, like, the Amber Champion back in your lists. Because, you know, if you're putting things like Mickey, or not Mickey, yeah, if you're putting things like Chief Powhatan and, you know, Nani and Eleanor, you kind of need strength reduction. So do you go with, like, the Mickey, like, champion or expedition leader, or do you go with just, like, rhinos? Like the 1 costs? Or do you just say, I'm gonna get reversed Under the Seed? Emperordize, adapt, overcome. Yeah, that has been Emerald and Amethyst, or Ember, this set. Just, they're like, hey, is this, like, not good anymore? Well, what if I made a thing where it was good? And we're just gonna go uninkable, 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 but that's cool. Now, if you're gonna go into the tramp lines... Now I'm like, what is your deck doing? Is it literally just dogs without Under the Sea? Because there was no snow for it as well. Which was crazy. So we're inking a tramp. Oh, they yelled at Alex all night last night about this. About, like, inking 3 tramps in this game. So apparently that was, like, number 1, number 2, yeah. He was like, well, I never got a chance to play him. They're like, yeah, because you kept inking them. It was a very interesting thing to listen to after the fact. No. Right? There's no Chromacons. I didn't see any Chromacons. I don't know who... I mean, people might be playing Chromacon, but I don't think it feels that good right now. But maybe it might be... I don't know. No items. Look at you. So you were just going, like, more aggressive. Since it was closed deck list, we knew I would be on the draw. Under the Sea is bad into a lot of the meta. We expected dogs around 1 or 2. If it was a mirror, normally the play is to resolve Under the Sea first. Deck list on Twitter. Yeah, I mean, that's, like, right. Like, yours is... If this is, like, no Chromacon, you were just playing pure dogs, and you're like, okay... Weird ad defined right now, but... yeah, if you're just playing pure dogs... And the Under the Sea is really bad into most, literally everything else, and you're not playing any cost or like strength reducers. So then it makes sense to me that you would just take it out, free up the slot, and put some other uninkables in there, which makes sense as to why you're running Daisy. Yeah, it is. It's completely different, and the fact that you guys they left the dogs in the last round. Probably show that you guys figured out the meta at the same time, right? Like, you're like, oh, most people put them in the first round, and then you guys both decided dogs will be in the last round. But, so yeah, not having Under the Sea lets you have Daisy, which is going to let you go a little bit faster. And then, closed deck list, yep. How'd you know how'd you know you were going to be on the draw? Did it not switch? Like you were on play, draw, play, draw? That's why we put Amber. Had we switched, me and Ocean's results could have been different. You would have been dogs into items and Amber Steel into... Oh, yeah. Because then if you would have put the Amber Steel list into that dogs list, you might have been okay. Oh, I see, I see. God, the ICL metagaming is so wild to be doing, like, the weekend before a CCQ and then the weekend before Infinity, and you're just like, oh god. Dogs, green, purple, red, blue items, and that order. Ah, you did. Yeah, you almost had a read on them, but they switched it. I have noticed that. Like, depending on whether you're play of the draw. So they metagame during metagame, basically. Because if, like, oh, we're on the play, we'll go with dogs first, which is, like, the natural order of things. But then you're going to counterpick that. So then they say, hey, we think that they're going to think we have dogs, so we'll just flop those two. And then dogs can win on the play and the draw, so it'll be fine. God, that's not fair. Dogs is not fair. Woo. To be able to do that. But that is, I mean, and that's a really difficult choice because then, yeah, like dogs and then red blue, but if you accidentally guess wrong, then you basically put your worst matchups into each other. So that's kind of like the gamble that you guys took with that. Because if you were correct, then you would have probably 2-0'd them, right? But then if you were incorrect, then what ended up happened. Huh. That's interesting. And then, yeah, because, like, the daisies are terrible in the mirror. You're like, sick, I guess I'll just give you cards. And then the note under the sea is rough as well. But the fact that he didn't know that was just straight mind games. Yeah, in this format, we have to gamble because the high rolls are insane. Yeah. Yeah. Which is why some people... That's why I think this is, like, it can be really interesting, especially if we... I feel like as casters, we don't talk about the ICL meta enough. Because it's just, like... I don't know. Maybe next season, that's another thing that we should definitely do, is really discuss the meta, because, like, that is really, really important. And I think that that is a huge thing that people like ETB and, like, you guys that getting all the way to the finals, like, you guys are, like, you know, Additional Ink is, like, new. This is their first season in the ICL, and they make it all the way to the finals. And it's because they're thinking about, like, those kind of things and trying to metagame. And I know that there's several other teams that were like, hey, listen, we don't want to do the ICL because we don't have time to, like, metagame the ICL and then prepare for all these CCQs and then also travel all over the world and, like, compete in these DLCs. So they opted out of it. So that's probably something we should, like, talk about in more in depth next season, is, like, the actual ICL metagame and how it is so much different than really any other tournament. But did you see The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is being remade? Yes, I did see that it was being remade. Yes, I did. It looks cool. I just saw, like, a still shot of it. I have to, like, actually look into it, but yeah, so this is game... Oh, this is still game 2. This is still game 2. So, I mean, yeah, we're getting the Eleanor down and the Nala, and you're just basically, like, flooding the board. Because they already... Oh, no, that was last game. So I think this was... Yeah, you took game 2, because it did go to a game 3. This is the one that I didn't really see, but the tramp into the Daisy is pretty good. But at this point... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this at this point, if he doesn't under the sea, you just win. You know? Like... But, oh, the Daisy hit the under the sea. Yoicks. Oh, that's a bummer. So if he has it, he has it. If he doesn't, then you just win. I mean, tramp is still kind of... Yeah, no. Yeah, because you can take out a couple things. Okay, you take out way more things than this. Okay, wait a minute. The Dale changes it? Kinda. But still not really. You can take him off of it, but... yeah. How does Dale feel otherwise? Because, like, in the mirror, he seems really good, but the amount of fighting back that you should be doing is quite minimal, so I can see him as, like, a 2 of, potentially. Going to take some challenges, so we're trying to keep stuff alive. Gotta get rid of those daisies. You probably ain't getting rid of that tramp, but you could. But he's still worried about the end of the sea. So it's really interesting here because if he knew that there was no end of the sea, then you could obviously just start taking out like the daisies, and the willows. But I think because he's worried about the end of the seas, he potentially goes after the tramp here. Yeah, that's actually fascinating. The mind games in this is hilarious. I mean, you still would have had to... Did I get my pizza box yesterday? Literally, no. I called them and they were like, no, you have to have the pizza in the box. And then I went, JDZ had his stream and he was talking about the grind my gears. And I called in and I was like, dude, and I told him, like, I was like, I called and they were like, no, you can only get like the pizza that comes in the box. You can't like do anything crazy. And I was like, okay. And then he called and the kid was like, yeah, sure, dude, we got plenty of boxes. You can just come down and grab some. I don't care. And then he literally at like 11 o'clock last night, he sent a photo of all 3 of the Papa John's pizza boxes. He got all 3 of them and they're all clean PSA 10 Papa John's Toy Story pizza boxes, and they're just completely clean. And I'm so jealous and mad. I'm so upset. I'm so upset because, like, I don't know what it is, but the difference between a manager taking the call and a random delivery driver taking the call. Yeah, I know, but the Papa John's is really far away. His is like, he was like, oh yeah, that's like $2, like, you know, 2 minutes away from my house. The Papa John's is not 2 minutes down the road. So, you know what I mean? Hello, Rolled. I mean, it's Papa John's pizza. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't the best. So, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll go and pick up pizza. But it's going to take me like 20 minutes and then I'm going to have to go to like my daughter's like summer camp and then I'm going to have to like come home. It's going to be like an hour adventure just to get these. Ugh. Haynes said he is crazy. I just live on the wrong side of like the town or whatever. Like I feel like I'm really the alien one, right? No, I want the Buzz and the Woody one. I want the one with Buzz and Woody. That's what I want. I think it would look really cool, like back here and like, you know, you live closer. Yeah, I know. So JD was like, why don't you just call, the kid's name was Aiden. And he's like, he's like, why don't you just call Aiden and like get him to him? And I was like, I did call. I called. But yeah, I needed to get like, you know, Aiden, not the manager. The manager being like, well, I can't. And the only thing we could think of is potentially because I'm in Florida and they're just like, you know, a lot of Disney adults in Florida. So they're probably like, in Seattle, they're like, yeah, dude, I guess you can just have these cardboard boxes. But, you know. This is from Zelda. This commercial just got like way better. I'm like, I was just listening to it. I'm like wildly stressed out for set champs, and I know that Indianapolis is next weekend. From the Dark Woods, yeah. It's a bop. Set champs is, I'm terrified. I just want to play, but I like, the thing is like, I'm just like, but are there any set champs in Indy that weekend? I know, maybe I should just go to Indianapolis and go to set champs, but then everybody else is going to have the same idea, right? If I can O2 drop, I can hit a set champs. Maybe. But there ain't no way I'm going to... Oh yeah, you guys are going to Coliseum? Yeah. On Sunday? What time is that one? That one, that one's in the morning, right? to work. I have to work. The set champs is cooked. I'm going with Sapphire and Amber for the vibes. I've seen some Sapphire and Amber lists winning on Inkdex. There was like a couple that I clicked on that I was like, oh, this isn't a dogs player. This is a... I think this weekend's going to be much different. I think that... I think that this one is going to be completely locked in, and that people that are gonna want to play dogs are just gonna play dogs because they want the Woody promo, because all of us, for some reason, the Woody promo is an ungodly price compared to literally every other promo ever. So I think people are going to lock fully in, and if you want to win, you're gonna have to play the deck that you think you can win at. I don't know how fun set champs are going to be. I mean, fun because obviously it's really neat to get a, like, go and like hang out and compete and do set champs and be in like the local community. But like fun in terms of like, I don't know how, you know. Let's see. Toys for the win. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be like a bunch of mirrors, and I'm just not prepared enough for this, and I keep playing and I'm just like, eh. I was hoping to build a toys deck before the weekend, but I could not gather the cards in time. You still have time. You still have time. Does your store not have cards? A lot of stores don't. I was spoiled. I was spoiled where I used to live. Win with a Woody. Nice. I need to get more reps in. That's my problem. But then every time I do, I either destroy or get destroyed. It is literally there's no in between. It's either a non-game or or a non-game. That's really it. So I'm like, I don't think I've learned anything from getting in reps other than the triggers that the deck has, because there's a lot and I love that. So I think that's probably what it is. It is boring. It's so boring. It's so like, I don't know why. It's just after like 5 games, I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. I could have like win at noon. Oh, I won't be able to make it because I think I'm done at like noon. Blech. Need 40 cards. Oh, that's a lot. Shops maybe don't have singles. I'm trying not to buy booster, but I got wild. I got 1 month. Yeah, that's the thing. Well, you train for triggers as well as what other decks trigger. I mean, yeah, but like that's the thing is like it's just boring. But I mean, can you get all those cards by this weekend? I don't think so. Probably won't be able to get all those cards by this weekend, especially if you need 40 of them. I figured if you needed like a couple more play sets. But do you have a local Discord that with players in your area? Because there might be people that will let you borrow cards just for the day that are going to the same set champs. I mean, you know, that's something that I've done in the past where you just like, hey, does anybody have like these cards? If they're not playing this deck, can I just borrow them for the day? That's another thing. Yeah, that's kind of like what I was talking about is like, hey, if you're local here, there's like just people with like so much bulks, please someone take it. Yeah, that's kind of like, that can also be a thing. But a lot of local areas have local areas have Discords that you can hop into and just kind of shout into the ether and see if somebody has like an extra deck that you can borrow or cards or something like that. And obviously don't take them and go home with them. You give them back. But that is a way that, yeah. You did ask in the local Discords. Is it like a meta deck, or is it like, well, like a quote unquote meta deck, or is it just toys? Just be like, hey, does anybody have this deck built that I can just borrow? Now we're like getting rid of bulk. We're like, woohoo! That's all the wilds and known. I have so much bulk. I have so much bulk. We are still altering. Goodness. This game 3 was pretty good. Alright, so we started out by doing the thing, and so basically say like, hey, Eleanor's coming down. This turn, Aurora into Willow is gross. But on the other side we have the Daisy into the Willow, but it doesn't really matter. But we actually are going to go Willow, and then we're going to still... We're going to have to ink and then play the Eleanor, yeah. The Curse of TCG's Bulk and what to do with it. But we are going to play Eleanor for the reduced cost, and now we're even wider so we can tramp next turn if we want. And our other Willow is safe. So we didn't have to exert 2 of them to get there, so it was a pretty good play. And it's horrifying because it's literally 3 ink and look how much stuff you have. So the bulk of, yeah, I was like, the bulk and what to do with it. What to do with it is like, I don't know. I've started to where like if I open packs, I literally just grab the last 3 cards and then I leave the stack of commons and uncommons just on the table for whoever who wants it, you know? Because it's just, I don't really have bulk, so I'm not, since I'm so new, not yet at least. Well, if you were, like, if you go to locals and stuff, that's another thing. People will, sometimes they'll open reprise packs and they don't even want the bulk. So at locals, you can just pick up the stacks that I was just talking about, because like I'll get my prize packs, open them, and then just like leaving them on the table and like, does anybody want these? And people are like, oh, thank you. And you're like, no, thank you. No, thank you. People have been giving me their bulk at local games. That's good. But nobody has the wild boxes, so I have so much whispers now. Yep. Because everything went insane with the prices over the weekend. Actually insane. Somebody told me that the Tinkerbell promo from Set Champs is like $90, and I was like, you're lying. They're not. They're not. So we all need to pile our excess bulk into a pile and donate it to the local children's hospital. I've tried to do that. I've been like, are there schools that will take it? Children's hospital, that's a definite one that you could probably do. I didn't even think about that. But I've thought about that for when I have magic cards and stuff, but it's a good point. It's a good point. Yep, I opened leave packs last night, gave the Woody and bulk away. Most of us already have play sets. I just care about the foils and higher. Yep, that's basically what I do. I'm just like, I want this, and they're like, are you sure? Like 100% get that out of my sight. There's no wilds or winter spell. The shop closest to me doesn't even have whispers, so I went to locals and got some Range of Jafar since it's the only out of rotation set that I have a trove of. So one store said no, and the other said yes, but I have to wait till Brian. Oh, so you got turned down too. They are really keeping those pizza boxes close to the chest. Besides the unopened first chapter and Rise of the Floodborn. Ooh. I don't open products, so I'm still collecting my playsets. Oh, not opening product is probably good. And that's actually, so everybody doing what they have been doing to the prices has made everything so much more affordable. It's been so much more affordable because of the amount that people are like ripping, and now especially with them buying this stuff out, there's not a like, there's like 2 sets to the problem. There's like the people that are going to be buying sealed product and then just sitting on it. And so hopefully they like don't try to, yeah. The investor bros are fine jumping in because they're really only buying the high costed cards. And so that's jumping up the price of like our enchanteds, and then that's sort of fine. But the problem with that is like they're all gonna start buying the boxes and then holding the boxes. So then hopefully we have enough. I mean, I'm sure we have enough product, but it just creates like artificial scarcity at release. So hopefully the Lorcana people are ready on how to deal with scalpers. I hope. Which is a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Laura, we're watching our defeat. Well, yeah, we're just kind of like looking at it. I mean, this is the finals of the ICL. And I think, again, my favorite thing about this is like Alex didn't know the entire time that Forrest did not have Under the Sea. So there were so many play lines that Alex was taking. And because he didn't know there was no Under the Sea in the deck, and making him play so scared, and it was changing the entire game. And Forrest is just like, I'm just vibing. I might just be buying 4 non-foil master sets from the big breakers. Singles will be crazy dirt cheap. Yep. Yep. I got a standing order for 2 boxes at each release. Investors are heavy going for the big pulls. Yeah. I think that's kind of it too. Yeah, Forrest did almost pull it out in the last match, and I think that it was very close. Like, I think he needed Under the Sea, but again, we didn't know that. Nobody but Forrest knew that. So it was a really interesting spot where Alex could have won multiple times earlier, but he was trying to play a little bit safe, trying to make sure, and then he gets bricked with this Nani and this Dale in hand after like a little bit further into game 3 here. So but yeah, that's another thing too. Like if investors are gonna like buy up all the product, there's 2 things that can happen. The investors could buy all of the product and no, wild singles will not drop after rotation, because wild singles will be the only thing that's left in rotation. If anything, there's things that are being slept on right now that will go up in price, because people realize that after rotation, they got a lot better. So, I think wild singles are probably as cheap as they're gonna be right now. Yeah. I would, like, if there are singles that you're looking for that are not enchanted and not foils, none of that stuff, but just like regular playable cards, you probably should get it, right now, just because over the weekend everybody was selling out of wilds, and some people are going to be keeping that stuff sealed, and some people are going to be opening that to see if they can hit like the iconic or something like that. So it depends on how much these investor bros are opening the product and how much they're putting in their closet to save for later, you know. Yeah, like they'll go like, I'm not saying like all of a sudden they'll go up, but I'm saying like this is probably the floor right now because of how much it's being opened. And then we've also seen reports of it all being like sold out. Like finding boxes of wilds is very difficult right now, and boxes of wilds have actually gone up as well. So once we realize how much is left, and once they start keeping it, like once they start opening it or putting it in the closet. See, the problem is like at some point they're going to buy boxes and they're going to put them in the closet and they're just going to sit on them, because it's going to be the same. It's going to be the, it'll be like the chance of getting a buzz as opposed to just like knowing that there's not a buzz in there. You see what I'm saying? So like the sealed product is eventually going to start getting stockpiled. And I'm not sure when that happens, but yeah, that's what happened if yeah, I have ads. I don't know, man. What can I do? I mean, there's a couple things I could do, but it's hard out here. All right? It's hard out here. Plus, I think JD has my Twitch Prime, so I'm pulling Buzz at Indy during Super Sealed. That's, you know what? Put it out in the world. Let it out there. Maybe that'll happen for you. Maybe that will happen for you. And the horrible thing about this is if when I click off of it, the ad just still continues. Like it'll pause. Like the ad pauses now. So, but we'll take a look at this. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Arcasia's Island? No. We're going Wilds Unknown. Nice! Congratulations on that, because I know you wanted the alien one. Nope, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, we still got ads. We're still in the ads. Yeah, like if I click off of it, it just it adds it up. We're still not doing ads. I'm so mad for selling your mirror to now. Yeah. It's like, it's not great. It's like, yeah. Okay, did Ravensburger say they're not printing any more Wells Unknown, or did I miss? And I don't know. Like, the thing is like they're so weirdly secret about oh my gosh. What is this? What is this? And look at the Jesse. Oh my god. Ooh, family scattered has gone down. Okay. Sick. Okay, well. I got really excited. I'm probably holding stock for D23. That's a good point. I know. Well, no, they're like the Attack of the Vine stuff will be for D23. Zipper is $65. And like I said, this has gone down and there's more listings than yesterday. Even investors know that this card is trash. I know. Zipper's art is really good, but this is so unfortunate to have opened that one. So rip to me. $6 on this Woody. And the Buzz is like not even. Oh, the Buzz is 13. Okay. Syndrome. Oh, he's on the first page because he's a character. Syndrome is somewhere. Oh, yeah. 109. Set Champs promo? Let's see. What's this thing? It's gotta. Is it down or up? Okay, it's a little bit down. So yesterday it was like $2.99 and then it dropped down to $2.38 and then now it's back up to $2.60 something. But people are, yeah, $2.60. Yeah, so they're still, yeah, he's gone. Well, he was $300. So somebody was selling him for $300 and then now I guess nobody bought it for the $2.38 and so now it's back up to the $2.60. It's so weird out here. What are we doing? Let's see what our promos are doing. Can't buy that. That's a non-foil Japanese one, I'm assuming. Ain't no way. Oh, okay, never mind. Why was it 3? Am I losing my mind? Weird. All right. Got my Ursula graded at PSA 8. Oof, ouch. Should settle around 40, but the Toy Story crazy investors have me thinking it'll sit at 120. I think it'll be like $100 by the end of the month. The fact that he hasn't skyrocketed is weird. This is the only indicator that it's a bunch of people that don't know what they're doing, right? Simba, old gal, expensive. Potentially that one. Oh, yeah, that's like non-foil though. Oh, Mal Dragon. Finally going up. Look at the Buzz. This is the crazy part to me. Lightly played and then into $100. Yeah, the Mickey Enchanted from Fable is crazy. Because you're like, oh. Dragonfire. Sucker's only $40. But is it actually only $40? No. Why is it showing me the wrong prices? It's not actually like... You actually have to click on them. What are we doing here? Okay, well that one just stay. Nobody likes Baymax. All right. What about you? Oh, okay. Which is crazy, but I guess it's Stitch. Yeah. Oh, Dragonfire. We just clicked on that. Mickey. Mickey's $100. This was just a card, but okay. Wait, this is out of stock? Which one was this one? Wait. What is this one? So this is the Set Champs one, but which one was this one? That's the non-foil? Oh. Oh. Interesting. That's very interesting. Huh. Wait, where do we get this one? I don't think I have that one. Yeah, it's a new style on it. Okay. This gal. This is truly insane to me, but sure. Really? Ooh. Nah. Really? Really? Dang it. And get an indie. Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Not the Mulan. Some of these promos are like, what's happening? You have one of those aerials? Neat. I really wanted to open one of the aerials, but I did not. So this Woody is a $15. This is just a $15 participation. That's pretty cool. We love that. Donald. Ain't nobody want this Donald. That's unfortunate. But look at him. No. This one's weird to me, right? Like, this is a park and nobody wants this thing? We got one each, but we wanted... Which was the Amethyst Traveler? I had one of these, but... It's weird to me that she's so low, but... We only wanted Stitch. Yeah, that's fair. I have the stinking Queen of Hearts, and she's like... Yep. I opened the Queen of Hearts. Is actually the worst traveler. Yep. That's so unfortunate. Literally, I opened this one, and nobody would trade me. I have a playset of each Donald and Rapunzel. Ooh. Yeah, Maleficent is the Amethyst one, but she's like right here. I would have taken this one. I would have taken this one. Literally anything. But instead, I got... But the Ariel's going hard right now. So... The person in front of me opened it. And I was like, do you want to trade? And they were like, no. I'm like, that's fair. That's totally fair. I don't blame you. It was the best one for sealed. Yeah. This card. I feel like this should be higher. Because it's like a playable and it's non-foil. But I guess we don't care about those things yet, do we? Jafar being 55 is crazy. 55 is lightly played. Look at that. Ain't no way. It's why you know it's not real. Because you're like, why are these things being manipulated like this? Because some of these don't make sense. You're like, well, maybe it's because it's a character. And you're like, well, no. And then like this one. Why is this so expensive? I don't know, man. They're just getting in here and making it up as they go. This one's so cool, though. Well, a card is good, but no one uses the illusions. Oh, yeah. Oh, here. Okay, so the foil's this much. God, that's crazy. That's crazy. These prices are nuts. So we got all of this stuff going on. And then we have the Pooh Honey Wizard that's just like... No, and people are buying... Well, you've paid $1,000 for it. This person saved $500 from the person before them. Yeah. And then you got your Japanese one. And then you're like, hey, this is a dinged up one that you can buy. I'd sell that in a heartbeat if I had it. I don't even care. And then there's just like more of this, so she's not... I'd spend 10K on that D23 promo before Buzz. What D23? Oh, this thing? Yeah, just buy this thing. Is it... That's insane. That's insane. It's graded... It's an unopened graded... Oh, it's a set like this. Ew, 6.5? Ew. You should have left it in the box. How's that D23 Robin Hood looking? I'm trying to see how many credit cards I'll have to max out to complete my Robin Hood collection. If you could have one of any of these cards for free, which one are you taking? It was $50. You mean like anything on the front page or like of the D23 set? Like, which one would I just like... If somebody just handed me one of these cards? Yeah, the set is being $50 is crazy business. If somebody handed me off of this page... It's either between the Mickey or the Buzz. It's probably the Mickey. It's probably... If somebody wanted to hand me this, that'd be fantastic. I'd be totally cool with that. You know what I mean? That would make me... Any card they get... Yeah, if somebody wanted to hand me a PSA 10 Mickey, I'd take it. I'd take it off your hands. I would unburden you from your PSA 10 Mickey Mouse Brave Little Tailor Iconic. I would. I would do that for you. Honestly, it's just because it's like a golden Mickey. Yo, you take a golden Mickey? I don't know. I might just take this guy. I like this card a lot, though. My problem with this is, like, if I got this one or this one, I'd want to keep it. And then I'd keep it so long, it would be worth, like, $1. And I'd be like, whoops. My bad. Get that golden Mickey. I don't want somebody to hand me... I want somebody to hand me a golden Mickey when I've won. This being $1,200 is insane. This is actually so stupid. You better believe if I had one, I'd be selling it right now. Right now. Syndrome is 109. Yep. You better believe I would go offload this immediately. I'm gonna pay my rent this month. Just play dogs and the golden Mickey's yours. Literally no. That's not my life. This is $1,300. I opened one of these for JDZ on stream and I tried to trade him the set 1 Aurora Dreaming Guardian for it and he said no. And he was correct. Because again, the sucker would be gone. The sucker would be actually gone. I would have like people are paying it. People are paying it. I knew this was like the best art in there, but at the same time, I'd like again, I can't be trusted. I can't be trusted because hear me out. I'm poor. So if I had a card that was sitting in my binder and all of a sudden somebody was like, I'll give you $1,300 for it, I would immediately, it'd be like, and it's yours. My Venmo is this. And thank you for helping me, you know, eat this month. So that's my deal of you being like, well, what card would you take? Well, you know what? I probably should have said the golden Mickey. But, yeah. That's insane. That's insane. This being $1,000 makes me want to just throw up, you know, just like a little bit. Just like a teeny bit. Who has 1,300? I don't know. Some people do, you know? Some people do. I even, this one holding at 300 is fine. Should have just kept the box. Maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah, because the syndrome is less than the actual box right now. The sealed product is, it could be anything. It could even be, you know, the Buzz Enchanted. I sold this one for $350 the other day, so that kind of makes me feel a little bit better. This one seems to be going up. Yep. Okay, there's only 3 left. This being $1,000 is nuts. There's a lot of tech people in Lorcana, so there's money floating around. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's why we open sealed product. We never leave it sealed if we're goblins, in which case we are. I mean, I am. I opened this card and I sold her for like $200, so that's sort of fine. This one, she's rising. She's rising. She was literally like 170 something yesterday. Literally yesterday. Look at that. She was 170 yesterday. And I was like, man, this card's really cheap. Oh God, man. Man. I literally, and then her too. I was like, wow, these cards are kind of like really cheap. Look at that. Yeah, and now it's happening. Still, I feel like that's really cheap. This hurts my soul. This hurts my soul. I sold this on Friday. Maybe last Friday? I don't know. 2 Fridays ago? I don't know. I sold it for like $200. Okay, so it's not selling for this much. Okay, okay. I was like, I sold mine for $200, but this makes me want to die. I sold this one for $350, so that's good. The buyout is real. The Merida one hurts. Yeah, the Merida one is bad. Ooh, hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up, Mr. Headless Horseman. I see you. Okay, 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 okay. The Headless Horseman's one I won't get rid of though, but I might. If it gets bad enough. Yeah, I have one of them and he's in my deck. So, this one not gonna go up? People just don't like this card? Oh, okay, here we go. It's those lightly playeds will get you, and then they're like, no, this card's actually $200. This one's weird to me. Okay, again, lightly played, near mint. Okay, but that still seems like for the scene that's on it. What's wrong with you, Pokemon people? Make that card $1,000, please. But I guess a lot of them were opened, so no princess tax on this one, and it's playable. There's no rhyme or reason. There is no rhyme or reason. What's up? Here to bring the chaos. What are you bringing? Happy as a Clam is literally $142. Aurora did not get reprinted. And she's only 170 bucks, so you better snatch her up now. Grab it now! What chaos do you have for me today, Kimberly? I just sold my Tamatoa Enchanted. Yeah, we're kind of looking at like how many times we got fried over the last the week or so. So Honey Wizard, egregious. If you sold in a Honey Wizard, I guarantee you didn't sell it for that. So everybody, rip to everyone who's ever sold a Pooh Honey Wizard. Let's see, we've got this. This is insane. So rip to everybody that sold theirs. You pulled a Kita today. God, that card is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Rip to anybody who has opened this on stream for JDZ and then he didn't let them keep it or trade for it. So horrible, horrible times. For me, Kita is bad in the mirror. $500. I mean, this thing keeps going up, down, up, down. I don't trust this one at all. You're gonna play, just throw in a deck. We're just shout out to my homies that have you know, gotten rid of them. How much is the True Mickey on the cruise? I got an extra sell at Indie. That one I think is sold out. So maybe you get to make your own. You get to make your own. You make your own way with that because that sucker was sold for $1,400 and then now it's not. So I would look on eBay because there's no way. I bet this card is like. You could sell it for like $2 grand. You know what I mean? You could ask for it and be like, hey, give me $2,000 for it. Because the last one sold was on the 18th of April and it's been out of stock since then. And it sold for $1,500. So you could literally just be like, hey, this thing, you could actually just say whatever you want and see what they'll pay you. You could start at $5 grand, you know? You could just say, hey, coming from competitive Pokemon, and I'm new to Lorcana. Set 12 got me with Toy Story Child Love till today. Yep. And I built a full Toy Story deck with set 12 cards. It should be okay for now. So the question is, if I transform a character, can I challenge and send him on an adventure, or does he enter exhausted and need to wait? Sorry for the question. So if it is a Floodborn, so if you're talking about the Floodborn Woody, he basically transforms into the smaller version of himself. So if you have this Woody, please load. You have this Woody, basically, and then you also have this Woody in hand. It says shift 3. So basically on turn 1, you would play the smaller Woody. Then on turn 2, the small Woody is dry. And that means he can challenge or exert to gain lore. And then on turn 3, you pay the 3 ink and you basically literally put the card on top of the other card. And that card is considered dry now. So you can sing a 5-cost song with this Woody. You can quest for 2 and then get the triggered ability. Or you can challenge, which he's a 1 strength character, so you don't really want to be challenging with him. But it is considered dry if you shift onto it. Now, if you were to shift the Woody, there's some instances where you would do this, but you wouldn't. If you were to take and play the 1-drop Woody, if you play the 1-drop Woody on turn 4, and then you pay 3 to shift it on top of it, it wouldn't be dry. So the card underneath it has to be in play for a turn to be technically dry before you put the Floodborn on top of it. And then you are able, it's like, you know, it basically kind of has like Rush. But I don't know what that's called in Pokemon. But also, welcome! tell your friends to buy out some more of these cards so I can sell mine and pay my rent. Here, let me, since you're new here, let me take you on a tour of what cards that you guys need to be picking up. So, also, I don't know. Oh, there's an ad. 2 G's for the Mickey Mouse. I mean, the Mickey Mouse, you could literally just, like I said, you could just walk up and be like, hey, there's none on TCG Player, and I can't find it on eBay, so I'm gonna pay, like, you know, $1 million. Just pay me $5,000 for it. Traveling, quit giving away our secrets here. They can wait. What are you doing? Let's see. So turn 1, Small Woody. Turn 2, no. So turn 2, you can't play him because it does cost 3. So turn 1, you play, let's see. Turn 1, you pay the 1 ink and play Woody. And then turn 2, you have to wait. Typically you can play Bullseye. It's a really good thing to do on turn 2. Turn 3, because it's a shift 3, you have to have 3 ink available. So then you pay the 3 ink, and then you physically take this card and set it on top of the Small Woody. And now that thing can sing 5-cost songs. It can challenge if needed, but it only has 1 strength, so I wouldn't do that. And then it can quest and get its ability. So because of the 1-drop Woody that's been on the board for a turn, when you shift it onto itself, it's considered the same card as well. So it has, you know, it can sing and quest and do all that stuff immediately. Also, if someone were to remove this with like targeted removal, both cards go into the discard. Both cards would go into your inkwell. So whatever, so like once you shift on top of itself, it's considered the same card. And so when it changes zones, they just stay together. Bloodborne. It's been messing us up since set 3. Or 2. I don't actually remember. It's been years. You can move them immediately. So if you have a location and it says pay 1 to move, so long as you can pay the 1, you could literally play the location, pay 1, and then move it into the location. Yep. But anytime you have the ink. PSA 10 Into the Unknown is averaging $742. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shifts are fun unless you're trying to play Cindy and you can never get there. Well, yeah, a lot of times your shift targets, like this little tiny Woody, it's a 2 willpower character and it just gets eaten by steel. And then sometimes you just don't have a shift target. So how much wilds have I opened this set? I've opened 3 boxes and like a pre-release kit and some prize packs. And I've opened 8 queens. And some of yours, yes. Yeah. Happy as a clam, PSA 10, averaging. All right. I mean, yeah, like, hey, listen, they're all, they are all, everything is going up, except for the cards I own. Like, everything is going up. Like, Lilo's not going up, Baymax is not going up, All Is Found is not going up, and this other Baymax is going up. The Horn King is staying the same. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, okay, all of the cards that I have. Someone! But look how pretty this All Is Found is. I don't know if I would sell it though. That's like, there's like this stack is like the ones where I'm like, I bought 4 cases yesterday at my LGS and pulled so much stuff. I need to organize all of this now. Did you get any, well, if you didn't get it enchanted, I would be like actually very sad for you. But did you get 4 cases of Wilds Unknown? Yeah, good luck and welcome. I'm like, what did you pull? Tell me about the shiny cards. What shiny cards did you get? Tell us. We're trying to live vicariously through you. God, this is insane. I bet it does hurt every time you see that. Huh? Look at that. Look at that. Huh? I'm gonna throw up. What? You don't like... look at that. A lot of buzzes and woodies and shinies, of course. Toy Story stuff is awesome. Oh, nice. Did you get any of these enchanted cards? Let's see. Where are we at? Nope. 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 There we go. Did you get any of... Yeah, full arts. There you go. Thank you. How many full arts? Trevelin. There you go. To where the card looks like this. It is hard when you get into a new card game and you're like, oh, what are the rarities? Like, what are we doing here? And then all of a sudden, you're like, is this good? And they're like, no. And you're like, oh, sick. And you're like, is this good? And you're like, no. Fantastic. But, I would have loved to have opened anything. Anybody out there breaking the family scattered? Anybody at all? Guys? Guys? Beep. Oh, yeah. Half shark, happy as a clam, into the unknown will be rotated out. Yes. It's taking me so long to learn everything. Seriously still learning. And that's something that I forget all the time, that everybody else just kind of, sometimes they look at this game maybe like at the end of the day or, you know, like on the weekends. And I watch it like, yeah. 2 Leviathan. Oh, Syndrome, Leviathan, Milo, Madrigal, and Mr. Incredible. Wow. Nice. That's like, wait, you said 4 cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6? I would have loved it. Yeah. 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 6 enchanteds from 4 cases is really good. That's really good. Back in the day, back in my day, we maybe got 1 enchanted per case. Maybe. But yeah, we all want this card. Look at this card. First of all, it's playable. This card is bananas in the toy deck. And then also, it's just, it's like iconic. Look at this. It's so good. I'm so bummed. I'm so bummed! And then this is just like the best art in the game. This set is wild with all the enchanteds. Yeah. I mean, people keep buying them out immediately. I remember Friday night, pre-release, I saw this online for $250, and I was like, do I buy this card? And I just sat here, and I was like, I'm like, maybe I can get it for 200, right? Maybe I can get it for 200. I should have bought it. I should have bought it. I kicked myself. I have been kicking myself every single day since then. I was like, the $50 was not worth me never owning one because now they're sitting at like 500 and up. And it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Look at these people buying it for $500. Ah! Ah! It's so good. If you pull one, we can talk. I don't have anything to trade. I don't have anything to trade. Do I need something? Do I need something from the other sets for Toy Story, or is it just this one with the toy stuff? So there are a couple different lists. You can absolutely build the sucker with just oops all Toy Story cards. Let's see. Humble's list is a little bit different. Here's the roundup one. I don't know how good this is, truly, but I think it's 99. Okay, there's a horseman. This guy. And then potentially this. Oh yeah, no, this one's better. I got better. This one used to have the locations in it, which I don't think. I mean, the locations are fun, but I don't think it's like as viable as it could be. Wait, did you build the green and yellow one or the green and red one? That's a big difference. Green and yellow. Sick. Let's see. Boo whoop. All right. So Dale and then was there Under the Sea in here? No, it's Hidden Cove and Rapunzel's Tower. This doesn't feel right. This can't be right. I mean, I guess I get it. Okay, so you've got all the toys. You got Dale in here. But, like, the Snow Fort and Dale are, like, a non-bow together. But the Rapunzel's Tower with the Amber Champion is kind of funny with Dale. That's actually hilarious with Dale. But then why are you doing so much strength? Because why are you doing so much challenging? You're the aggro deck. You took out strikes for World's Greatest Criminal Mind. That's a good one. Because of all the stuff going on right now. This seems... Like, why are you doing... it does give resist, I know, but like, why are you doing so much challenging with Dale? I mean, I get this. That's hilarious. But if they challenge, and then it also gives resist, and then you also have the Rapunzel's Tower with this. But this is what... And I mean, yeah, I guess it's just messing you up. Ew. 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 I'm playing Grab Your Bow. You can't stop me. So, to answer your question, you really... Set 12 is like, you're pretty much good to go. Maybe this Amber Champion, maybe Snow Fort is definitely a card that you probably need, but it's an uncommon, so it should be very, very easy to get a hold of. Snow Fort is a really good card to put in here. The Rapunzel's Tower is a little bit too cute, and the Hidden Cove is like wildly too cute, but it's interesting. It's an interesting way to go about it. I like it. I like this this music. Oh yeah, there's also yeah, the locations aren't needed. This is the upgraded starter deck. So if you bought one of the starter decks from your LGS, just kidding, it's got Metamorphosis in it. Get out of here. Yeah, that's what I said. Like, the Tower and the Cove are going to slow you down because they don't have lore on them, so they're just kind of sitting there. And why are you trying to stretch the game out? You know, you're trying to go a little bit faster. So if you're doing that, then you're not going fast enough. Here we go. We'll just go with this one. Control the board. Ayo, here we go. So here's a card that you could use. It's from set 11. So the angel, because she's a singer for... Here we go. You Got a Friend in Me. The Akud is something that you might need. Grandmother Willow is also a really good one to put in there because she makes other cards cost less. Oh, is this the Luigi's Mansion one? It is, sorry. So just order 4 of everything from the other sets to get started. I mean, I will need stuff in the future. It's only 8 to 12. The other stuff is rotating out. Yeah. That's gross. Turn 1 Woody, turn 2 Willow into Bullseye. How do you do that? Turn 1 Woody, turn 2 Willow. How are you going to get Bullseye? Because you just play Woody and then play Bullseye. Why would I need to put Willow in between that? Right? Because he's going to be 1. But you play... How does Bullseye become 1? Because you can just play Bullseye on turn... Hold on. You play Woody. Turn 2, you play Willow. Are you saying play... Woohoo! Turn 2... Thank you for the follow! But you already spent your 2 ink. That's what I'm saying. You can't just play the Bullseye. Don't play the Willow in between. You're going to have to wait. Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was like, you're going to have to wait until turn 3. I think that was the joke. Like, you could just play the Bullseye on 2, but if you play Grandmother Willow, you could play Bullseye on 2 for 1 ink. And then I guess you could play a 2-drop. So technically you could just go wide, but then you miss your ability to like sing. And you really want to be shifting and singing. Like, you want to go turn 1 Woody, turn 2 Bullseye, turn 3 shift Woody, sing You've Got a Friend in Me, play whatever you've got. Like, well, no, you sing first. Always sing first. Always draw first, but yeah. But like throwing Grandmother Willow is crazy. That was the joke. That has to have been the joke. Like, that's not how math works. The trust is gone. This is being worse. That was worse than being rickrolled. I'm not gonna lie. That was actually worse than being rickrolled. Just quest for 20 on turn 1. Yeah, that's also how that works. like, or the Woody into the Bullseye into the Akud. It's pretty good. And then you shift, sing, dump out something else for free. What's going on? We're talking about the Emerald and Amber toy deck. And kind of like post-rotation proofing. And yeah, just generally what goes in the deck. But yeah, the Under the Sea, that was like a set 9 reprint. Akud is a set 11. Yeah, I don't think you need band toys. Band toys are going to be really popular. Toys are going to be really popular.
You all just lost the game. Ha 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 ha.
Why did it sound so weird? I don't like the Akud either. I don't like Akud in a lot of decks because it's like you're already... I mean, I guess you're already playing stuff for free. But like, look at that. 16 uninkables. I know it's a fast deck, but like, you're going to get got and you're going to have to ink one of these aliens and you're going to have to... You're just kind of... I don't know. I think Akud in here is kind of weird. I mean, I guess if you're trying to go Angel into Akud on the draw, play Eleanor instead. I like drawing cards. But like, I guess, I don't know. This is the deck that you're trying to make? There's probably a really good way to go about all this.
Hiram in Infinity is totally fine.
You guys are ridiculous. You guys are ridiculous. Why are we rioting already? What's happening? It's fun, but you tweaked it a little bit.
Ben Gargoyles Calori 2 Hype 2 Calori 2 Shake 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 Calori 2 Dance Break Calori 2 Color a Troll Calori 2 La Shake Calori 2 Bra 2.
Ooh, okay, now we're getting a little crazy. Okay. First of all, Corbett, those are fighting words. There you go. There's Reginald. Oh, dear. Thank you for the subscription, Kenobi. Appreciate it. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we've gotten to listen to that one. Thank you so much, Kenobi, for the subscription. Okay, Corbett, like, laid some fighting words, and then we had a little bit of a dance party, and now we're back to the fighting. So let's see how this pans out, as we do get our little hype train going. It's just a little guy. Look at it. I'm still so proud of that. Like, every time that comes out, I'm like, Sometimes the alerts go crazy, but when they hit, they hit. I feel really proud for myself in that one, but little baby hype train for the middle of the day. A bit of your lunch break, but oh, I know you are. I know you are. I like how we all keep skipping over the fact that the Elisa Maza ended up being the like thing that won at CCS in the deck and making like Ruby and Amethyst like better. No Eleanor in this list seems like a mistake. Yeah, that's what we were saying before. Like the Akud is kind of weird, and then like you could just put the Eleanor in it and it would be pretty good. Akud sometimes just gets crammed in decks where I don't know if they should be, but I kind of like, I mean, I kind of get the utility of it, but I would just like the body with being able to draw a card as opposed to trying to... You're already cheating stuff out, right? Like, I have a list with Eleanor and Pluto that's rotation proof. Yuck. Pluto is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, because the amount of fire the cannon's running around is pretty low. So I do use them in my deck. Oh. It's a green-yellow. Oh, you use Fire the Cannons? I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure this deck is very, very... So it's the Giant Pluto? Okay, listen. I don't know what you're doing anymore. I thought you meant the little guy, the cost reducer one. I've seen that being used in dogs recently, and it makes me nauseous. So I don't know how I feel about that, but oh, hey Jack, what's up? Thanks for the subscription. Oh, that's why I need to turn my headphones up. I'm like, oh, you can't send the link. Let's look at it. Oh, look at you guys. Look at you guys. Everybody's here. We're dancing. Back from my meeting, time to dance. Let's go. You're like, in your meeting, you're like, I don't know if you know this, but I gotta go. There's some stuff happening. This is not, okay, so this is a song. Okay, I was like, this is not toys. We were discussing toys earlier, but now this is a song version. We're getting a little wild here. We're getting a little wild. We're getting hype. Snake Chips is here. We're all here. So, are you trying to figure out what you want to play? I mean, when am I not trying to figure out what I'm trying to play? Let's go! Oh, it is a dance party. Thanks for this 3 months. God, it's been 3 months. Look at us. Look how far we've come. Look how far we've come. I feel like it's been a minute since I've gotten to hear that song, and I don't, I just, you know, I needed it. I needed it. And we're getting hype. We're getting hype because I've had this really weird anxiety from set champs, which is really crazy. And we're like level, we have 52 seconds and only 1 sub left for level 2. Are we, is it a level 2 day? Is it a level 2 type of day, you guys? I don't know. Are we level 1 or 2 today? Because listen, I have had so much anxiety and I keep like looking around and being like, what is wrong? What's the matter? And it's literally because of like set champs and indie. And last night I was on all these cards. Thank you for the follow, Ryan Nori. My face is level 2. Yeah, listen, that's what I was supposed to say. I was like, are we hype enough on a Tuesday here? Is it Wednesday? Oh God, is it Thursday? It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Let's go, traveling. Oh, let's go. Thank you. Traveling? Thank you so much. Wednesday. All of your days have panned together. Listen, you have a newborn, and oh, thank you so much, Bo, as well. You guys are. Let's see if it triggers your dance break just from sharing my stream. Oh, maybe. I don't know, like I said, I've been walking around and my heart rate has been sitting at like I'm being hunted for sport and I have no idea. And I keep thinking about it. I'm like, okay, everything is okay. I'm doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. It's not like I don't know what it is. It's maybe it's just like I didn't get enough sleep this week. I have no idea. But I think it's just set champs. I think it's just set champs and trying to prepare and get ready for it. And then also Indy is afterwards and I'm trying to act like I don't care. Let's go, Princess Napkins. Welcome. You get to keep your little cute star modes. I'm excited. All that to say, I needed this dance party. I really did. Woo. I needed it. Oh, I needed it. Six, 7, 8. Oh, we got your Prime. Thank you for the Prime. I always like when there's Prime, I'm always like, oh, wow. Stat champs is stressful. It's like, like Indies next week. It's time to have fun grinding side events. Like I think that's what it is. Like for Indie, I'm a little bit locked out, right? I'm locked out of Indie. I want to watch it. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be excited about it. But Indie feels like a vacation. Indie feels like a vacation. Ooh, the heart isn't the heart is full. The heart is full. But like it feels like Indie feels like a vacation, but the set champs feels so stressful. Like we didn't have so much to prep, and then like it's split because we're just prepping for Infinity, and now we're gonna play set champs, and we're like, I don't even know what this meta is. I don't know what the meta is. It all feels crazy. And then you're like, I'm just gonna take the deck I want to play, but you're like, is that the best deck? And chances are, no, it's not. It's probably not the best deck. Oh. Prepping for Attack of the Vine. There you go. There you go. He's like, mine is prepping for rotation. He's like, I'm prepping to, we go back to square one. Listen, rotation sounds fun. Rotation sounds fun. Ooh, we're like 1 away from level 2. Wait, is that how that works? I don't know. Completing level 2. Okay, God, these things are ridiculous. I'm considering being the villain and that's the crazy thing. Just some people want to be the villain because if you're the villain, it might give you a better chance of winning, and we want to win. I think I'm gonna do like an honorary dance party song. What are we gonna do? Because we got I want to be hype. I'm feeling the hype. I'm feeling the hype. We got 1 left, and so oh gosh, oh, thank you so much, Coped. We are hype. We just proved it. We're totally hype. We're totally hype. Well, except for this one. This one is an Eleanor test deck. I mean, listen, if we lose rotation, I don't know why. It's just the anxiety of only having 2 months between the rotation, and then all of the focus has been on Infinity, and then I was casting in the Infinity stuff, so I had to pay attention to it, and now I don't have to pay attention to it, but I kind of still do. I don't know. I don't know. It's such a weird feeling. It's such a weird feeling. And then I'm like, oh wait, I have to go play, but I don't actually know what the core meta is, because nobody really knows what the core meta is, because grinding doesn't actually tell you what the core meta is. Okay, you know? And so like, I'm gonna take this deck, and I think I could do well with it, but I don't know. I don't know. And I don't want to play dogs. I don't want to play dogs. I don't want to play dogs. And I think that maybe if we had more time to like play the core meta and more people were focusing on it, we would have probably like done okay. But like CCS was where any of the players were actually focusing on the meta, and Red Purple won, but like they almost got cooked by like 99% dogs. Well, I get that. My point was like, he's actually the one losing. Mushu's the only reason. Oh, he was like, acting like he's the only one losing it. We're all losing it, right? Well, losing something. Everybody's losing something coming up in rotation. But you know what's more important? What was more important is all of those Sapphire players are losing all of that other stuff. So, shout out to the Sapphire players for having to figure out what to do about the Sail Tipo Visions of the future problems. I can let you borrow my dog set. I have a dog set. It's the only dog. It's the only deck I can afford to build is dogs, because I don't have any Amethyst cards. I couldn't acquire those. So the fact that Dumbo's not rotating is actually a tragedy. So check on your local Sapphire players. They are having a hard time because in about 4 weeks, I wouldn't know what to do with the Dumbos if I tried. If I picked up Blurple, I would probably just cry. I'd probably just cry. But I just got an interesting a thing. It's basically like a negative roll call here. It's like, I think that the reveal season is gonna happen soon. Let's see. I'm not checking on any Sapphire players. They get to cry in a corner for a while. It's what they deserve and for what they've done. 4 weeks, we have at least 5. I recently just took apart my Blurple deck. Yeah, probably after Indy. Yeah, I'm assuming probably after Indy because I know we just did like the negative roll call of like, who got a reveal? And it's like, not me. I didn't, you know. And so that was like kind of a funny group text. Like, raise your hand if you didn't get one. It's like, oh, well. So that means that some people did. But not I. So I'm assuming it has to be after Indy because again, like we want to focus on Indy. We want to celebrate that. I think it's gonna be fun. But Indy for me is like, I'm playing sealed. I'm going to open packs. I bought a Sid t-shirt and I'm gonna kind of dress up like Sid. It's going to be like a Disney bound and I'm just going to hang out with you guys and we're going to sing Numa Numa across a convention center and try not to get kicked out. And I just want to open packs and I want to vibe, basically. So, Indy is like stressful, but I'm trying to make it as least stressful as possible. But Set Champs has me like actually just like, I'm like, reveals should just, yeah, probably just start tomorrow. I would love that. I would love that. We might want to check on the Emerald players because they basically had Clarabelle Under the Sea and maybe Prince Philip combo and they're losing everything but Under the Sea. They'll be fine. Emerald and Amber will be fine. They'll be fine. If it's the same as last set, it'll be around June 23rd. Maybe. That's, yeah, that actually works out like Indy and then immediately, you know, going. Color in a bald cap playing Sid. No, I'm gonna have hair. It's gonna be, you know, I gotta keep my hair. I'm not going bald, please. They still have the filled combo, but it's not worded anymore. Correct. Choo-choo. Oh, what did we get? What did we get? Oh, Jack, that's a cool one. What did we get? What did we get? Again, gotta collect them all. Gotta collect them all. Wait. What are we doing? Open! What did I get? Oh, it's a little bear. I got a little bear. Jack got the cool one. Foil, you got a balloon animal pooping. That's crazy. Oh, you got the what? The one that one's cool, Cobet. It's gonna be color, or it's gonna be color in a bald cat playing R&B. Maybe I'll just follow him around and just mock him the entire time. I don't know. That sounds fun to me. Not that I don't already do that. Like, not that I don't already follow him around and... Oh, poor guy. He's fine. But I think too, I'm getting like secondhand stress because I do, like, I talk to a lot of players that are like wanting to do well in Indy, and I talk to a lot of people that are trying to do stuff, and the Chrome Dome League, oh my god. But I'm doing it as him. I mock him all the time as him. But what song do we want to listen to? Because I don't know if you noticed, we got a dance break. We got a dance break, you guys. We got a dance break. We got a... Okay, that's enough. That was your song. Congratulations. What was that? But again, I think I'm just getting the secondhand stress for it. And maybe I'm just trying to like vent this out. And maybe this is something that Dr. Laura and I were talking about. The crab rave, really, you guys? Go listen to the crab rave. Was trying to like get this excess anxiety out because last night I was in one like Indianapolis like DLC prep call, and then there's gonna be another one another one this Thursday, and then I know actually in like the Meta Market one there's gonna be another DLC prep call. So like it's all happening, and it's all happening so fast. And I'm stressed, but like there's no reason to be stressed. There's no reason to be stressed. But if you need any DLC prep, there is this call that is going to happen on Monday. So that'll be kind of cool. We got the moves by Electric Cowboy. Okay. Huh, let's see. We got one for Crab Rave. One, we got the moves. Spoiler season next week. My estimation is it's gonna start after Indianapolis, so they'll probably do like the lore cast with Indianapolis and then announce. It'll be the announcement to the announcement. Wiggle. That's insane. That's insane. Well, we got 2 for Crab Rave, so that's probably pretty good. Crab Rave has 2 votes. This is always my favorite part. You guys are in charge of the dance party, but then it's getting to you to agree on things that becomes the fun for me. Because Crab Rave is crazy, but it has 2 votes. Oh, man. How did we do with this game? This game kind of went a little long. That's 3 Crab Raves, 4 Crab Raves. I think that's what we're listening to, you guys. I think that's what we're listening to. And the fact that we've already listened to it 100 times is crazy. Gotta make sure it doesn't blow out your eardrums. Why? You guys love the crab. You guys love crabs. I don't know where I was trying to go with that, but here we are. Here we are. The pause music from... Look at that cursed Hagrid over here. Look at this cursed Hagrid. Next one is what? I can never play those songs. You guys suggest some wild ones. You've never heard this song? Welcome! Welcome to the unhinged portion of what happens here. You guys vote for a dance break, and then you vote on the song, and things like this happen, and I can't be held entirely responsible. I probably should, but this won't be the last time you've heard this song, Ozzy, so I don't think we could play that song. Hey, use that new emote, Jack. There we go. I like that one. Oh, wait. There we go. Thanks for the subscription. This is the secret fun. Please tell me you've heard this song. Okay, good. I'm like, oh no. Like I said, if not out of the DLC and I don't hear somebody go Maya hey, and then somebody else answer, it's like, you know what, straight into yeah. I mean, basically, that's pretty much the way it goes. That's pretty much the way it goes. So welcome. Again, this was y'all's choice. Aww. I ask you, what do you guys want to listen to? And the Crab Rave. This was what you guys wanted to listen to. Anything at all, within reason, potentially. And you're like, this is what I want in the middle of my day. Okay. It's like I want to hate it, but I can't. It's so silly. You guys are... I love seeing who pops in and is like, is it the Crab Rave? Are we doing the Crab Rave? No DLC and no one goes, my sweat. It's gonna be like a call across the DLC where you're like, yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. That's gonna be Like our greeting, we walk up to each other and we're like, hey, like Numa Numa, and you're like, Numa Numa. Don't do that. That's weird. We'll get kicked out immediately. All right, what's another one you guys want to listen to? You're like halfway to another dance break. I want to see what you guys have on the brain today. Wiggle by is like not an option. It's not an option. It's like Baker going be free. Yeah, exactly. Except for we're not gonna get Disney licensed. We'll just the Numa Numa, you know. You guys kind of come up with another one. Wait, Breaking Benjamin is crazy. What? When have you ever had a dance party to that? I'm not listening to Sandstorm. Okay? I'm not listening to Sandstorm. Sandstorm gives me so much anxiety. Why do you guys like these unhinged songs? The fact that you want to listen to Crazy Frog. You can do Crazy Frog? That's wild. Sandstorm, but I'll settle for Crazy Frog.
Salut! Sunt eu, un haiduc, și te rog, iubirea mea.
I don't like that we have 2 votes for Crazy Frog.
Fericirea.
Unhinged millennials. I just wanted to listen to this song because it's been a minute. I'm not. Crap race. Yeah. I don't think we could listen to Barbie Girl. We did that one time, and I don't think I recognized when I was little what it was really implying. It's a lot. And I'm not listening to Randy Newman, okay? I can't listen to Randy Newman. Especially that. What's another one? I feel like my it's just look. It's suggesting Sandstorm, which is truly unhinged. I hate it here. It's like, hey, you like this? Crazy Frog? Crazy Frog like hurts. What is it? Nobody else say. Wait. Crazy Frog is crazy. Scat. Listen, I'm gonna need at least 3 more gifted subs before we listen to Crazy Frog. And if we get to 20, I will listen to Sandman. We're at 14. We're at 14 right now. Okay. 3 more will listen to Crazy Frog. And if we actually hit 20 today, I will listen to Sandman. Or to I can't even say its name. I'll listen to Sandstorm. And so that's up to you guys. That's the deal that I'm making. If we get to 20 subs today, I will listen to Sandstorm. I'll do it. I won't even. I'll keep my headphones turned up too. I won't even. Dude, Barbie Girl was like way worse than I thought it was. It was crazy. Scatman is hilarious. Also, if you're on YouTube, it's time. It's time. I'm turning off YouTube because I'm gonna get actually destroyed here. Head over to Twitch and let's vibe, okay? Head over to Twitch and let's vibe.